We all love mountain biking. It's that feeling of freedom, getting out on the mountains for multi-days or even a quick razz around the local with your friends. There's no better feeling, and it's what draws us back into mountain biking every time.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what's tricky, Rich, is packing the essential things you need for that without overloading your pockets or going underprepared. But thanks to Deuter for giving us a wide range of packs. So we're going to give you the full lowdown on which pack is right for you, so you can choose wisely for your next big ride.
Now, when it comes to choosing, it can be an absolute minefield with so many different options out there. Think of the right one that you need. Well, you really need to make sure you do get the right one.
Yeah, so before we go any further, it's something to take into consideration is size. How much you want to take and how long you're going to go for a ride. Also, fit and function. But we'll touch on that a little bit later. We're going to talk about size first and then work through that minefield from there. Now, the smallest pack on the market isn't a backpack. It's a fanny pack or a bum bag or a hip bag, whatever you want to call it. Generally the smallest and lightest riding pack out there. For a great example is this Deuter Pulse 3 with ability to put a 1.5 litre bladder and pockets to store all those essential things that you need for that ride. Something super light, quick and convenient, is not restrictive at all, and is very cost effective, coming in at 20 to 70 pounds. I love a fanny pack.
A jump up from the hip pack then is the day pack. Yes, as the name suggests, this is for something going all day roughly, or is great if you want to start taking more tools, a bit more convenience with you, maybe a spare piece of clothing like a jacket or food in general. Great if you're going to go for those longer rides or to more remote places. Pricing for this kind of backpack, well, it's going to start at as little as £30, but could go well in excess of £100 if you want something with all the bells and whistles on it. These can range in size from anything from 8 litres all the way up to 18 litres. Now, obviously the bigger packs will have more storage and be able to take a bigger hydration bladder in them, maybe a 3 litre bladder, whereas the smaller packs, you'll have actually less storage space and a smaller bladder size as well. So that's well worth taking into consideration if you are looking at this size pack. As you do move up through the sizing in this category then, you can see a clear difference in the amount that you'll actually be able to fit in your bag. For example, here in my right hand, the Compact 14, but on this side, well, we've got the Attack 16, and well, it's noticeable. The amount of space in these bags is going to dictate essentially what you can take. When you're shopping around in this category of bag, you'll start to notice clever little features, which are well worth taking note of, such as the ability to actually make this bag bigger, the Compact 14, giving you almost 2 bags in one. There'll also be things like built-in rain covers to keep the bag and you and the gear inside it clean and dry, plus special straps so you can attach and carry your helmet when walking around or even hiker biking. If this style of bag then isn't cutting the mustard, the day pack just isn't enough, it's not fulfilling your needs, you're going to head out there for multiple days or to the remotest places you can think of, well then we're going to have to take a jump up to these kinds, the multi-day bags. So let's find out a little bit more about those. Yep, I'm talking the biggest, the baddest packs out there, the multi-day pack. These things are meant for the most extreme conditions, Blake. Multi-days on the bike, the most remote areas that you can possibly go to. They can do it all. Do you know what? You could probably fit enough water in that to fill an aquarium.
You could?
I reckon.
Wow.
They can fit big old bladders in these things. Yeah, but you got to be careful because of the size and the nature of them. They are the biggest. So they can be, should we say, unnecessary to some people because you don't want to overfill them. By the time you've got all your gear, all your water filled up in that, you know, it's a lot of weight, it's a lot to take. So they are sort of use specific, should we say?
Yeah, but with the size of this bag, it comes with additional organizing pockets within it, so you can separate your tools to make it easier to access. Clever. And also, when you're out there in those mountains, Deuter have thought of you and have gone the extra step and created these extra reinforcements to your shoulder straps, and on top here is an abrasive-free and anti-slip top. So if you were to carry your bike, hike a bike, they've thought of it. That's smart.
That is clever. And we know these multi-day guys, they do love a hiker bike.
And do you know what? Price on these starts from £70, but can go up to hundreds of pounds.
Yeah,
depending on what size you want to go with. But that comes with a lot of features within this bag.
You pay for what you get.
You pay for what you get.
Nice. Once you've decided on the use of your bag and the size that you're going to go for, it's time to talk about fit. Now, kicking things off with the bum bag, there's only obviously one strap to really worry about here, but this is still not all created equal kind of thing. You want to look at sort of how it's padded. You can see here it's made of a meshy, almost breathable material, so it's nicely wide hip fins as well, so that it spreads the load when it's full of water. And then you've got this solid buckle at the front to keep things in place. But you see this wide surface area here, that's what's really going to hold it nicely and comfortable in place on your back. When it comes to backpacks, well, obviously they all come with shoulder straps. You'd be scuppered without these, they ain't staying anywhere. But in addition to that, you'll get the waist strap around here, around the lower half of you, and then another compression strap that you can see here across your chest. Now these are crucial in keeping the bag nice and firmly and tight in place, so that when you are riding, regardless of time or sort of what you're riding, that bag stays nicely in place. When it's loaded up, it's not bouncing and shaking all about on your back there.
As you can see, the day pack is a slimmed down version of a multi-day pack, and that's for a few reasons. Firstly, the day pack is lightweight, very minimalistic, a lot less pockets. Secondly, it's a bag that doesn't carry much, so it doesn't need to be so beefy. Which brings me on to the multi-day pack. This is a beefy backpack. You can see by the straps are a lot thicker around the waist, on the shoulders, and the pockets are going to be a lot bigger. And the volume of it, you can carry a lot more in here.
And there's great news now for all the women out there. A lot of backpacks are now a women's specific fit. Gone are those days when you got to struggle with just wearing a men's backpack which doesn't fit correctly and just give you grief on the ride. Yes, the same great packs are available, but for narrower, smaller frames, so that you actually get the right fit and the right pack for you. I've got a couple of great examples here. The compact EXP SL12, a nice and lightweight slimmed down day pack, and the Transalpine Pro 26 SL. Both women's specific fits, but two very distinctly different uses. On a women's specific pack, you're going to notice it's mainly the straps and the way that it's contoured are going to be very different from a men's pack. The straps are going to be slightly narrower, the hip fins are more contoured and shaped for women, and the carrying system itself is also slightly shorter as well. If you're a safety conscious kind of person, want to feel protected, but also the convenience of a backpack at the same time, well then don't worry, because we've got you covered there as well. Lots of manufacturers will offer pre-installed or back protectors already in their backpacks, much like this little bad boy here on my back. It's got a TUV/GS certified back protector already installed in it, meaning that you're not trying to wedge in some kind of awkwardly fitting aftermarket back protector, or you don't have to wear one on your body with your backpack over the top and then it's wobbling around and it doesn't fit properly. You've already got it there, so it's safe and convenient at the same time.
Having the back protection built into the backpack can add a little bit of weight. So if you're quite weight conscious into what pack you want, this might not be the one for you. Maybe look at what kind of terrain you're going to be riding, because having the added back protection in your backpack can add a little bit more confidence to where you're going to be riding. Also, it's quite convenient having it already built into your pack.
What are the day-to-day practicalities of using all the different kinds of bags then? I've touched on sort of their uses and what they're aimed at, but who's actually going to use each type of bag? They're quite an investment, so making sure you get the right one is really important. So let's dive in a little deeper to this.
Hip packs are lightweight and minimal. They are perfect for short shreds for a few hours. They're designed to carry the bare essentials just to get you out of a sticky situation, but not enough to support you on a long ride, which is where something like the day pack comes into play.
The day pack is the middle ground. It treads that fine line between form and function. So whether you're an avid all-day Epic XC rider or out racing enduro, then this is kind of the one for you. Middle of the road when it comes to weight as well. This pack here, the Attack 16, weighs 950 grams. So it's not going to bust your back when it's loaded up, but you can still fit plenty of things in it to keep you going for all-day riding without being overloaded or poorly prepared, where you can't take quite enough, where it might be the case with a bum bag on a really big ride. Sizing wise, if that is the kind of riding that you do, then this size pack isn't going to interfere with throwing any kind of shapes or moving around on the bike. You're still going to be able to do that real nice and easy, and the compression straps are going to, like I said, get rid of any unwanted wobble as well, so you can keep on charging hard all day long. Last but not least then in the lineup, Blake, is the MultiDay Pack, the biggest, baddest beast of them all. These things are pretty burly. This is a 26 litre pack down here, and it can take up to a 3 litre bladder.
Talk about weight, this here is 1,450 grams. Now, laden with kit and water, is going to be a heavy old backpack. So when choosing a backpack like this, you've got to be careful. It's more aimed at the off-road explorer or bike packer. But don't be alarmed, it's I would say it's more of an investment as well.
Yeah, true, that thing is going to last a lifetime, and that's because they've actually used a 330 denier ripstop nylon for the construction, so it's super duper tough. And also, in fact, real clever things is they've used a thicker thread for the stitching in areas where it's going to tear apart. Clever.
That is good.
Yeah.
What backpack would you go with?
Do you know, I like this one. I like the day pack as well, though, so, you know, why not?
I love fanny packs.
You do love the fanny pack. Right then, Blake, that's a wrap on sort of some advice on choosing a hydration pack. Hopefully you guys and girls out there found out some really helpful hints and tips on when it comes to choosing your next backpack.
I have. I love a fanny pack.
You do.
I really do.
Yeah.
And you?
Do you know, a day pack is my ideal thing.
I like it.
Both
of them.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been fun.
It's been lovely.
But we're out of here. See you later.
See ya.